Hello, friends. All right, I'm here to film the Q&A, and I'm going to try and get through it as fast as I can because I filmed it once and it was 45 minutes long, and that's just too long because I'm not that interesting. All right, number one, how did I meet my husband? We were at a Halloween party, and a friend of his said, "There's a hot chick I want you to meet," and that hot chick happened to be me. So, him and I just clicked. Honestly, we clicked, and I was honest and open with him, and I let him into my life, and he was meant to be my husband. And so that's how that worked. Yes, I'm wearing my jammies and I'm wearing my fuzzy slippers. One of my favorite places to shop at is Hobby Lobby. That's my go-to. That's somewhere I go to escape all the just escape. It's a happy escape place. I do enjoy shopping. I enjoy taking you all with me. Some of you have tried looking me up by Queen of the 99, and you said that you've seen other hashtags and people who saying that they're the true Queen of the 99. And you're asking about that kind of stuff. Honestly, I really don't know. I haven't looked up Queen of the 99 like in a really long time. So I don't know if someone's using it. If they are, I maybe they're Queen of the 99 now. I don't know, but um, I will say that there is one queen, and that's us. And that channel name is taken. And no matter how much the haters hate us, and the haters, and when I say the haters, I mean the other YouTube channels. One thing, they can put queen this, queen that, they can put queen everything, but the fact is, this channel's name is the queen, and there's no taking that away from us. And yeah, so let's see. My least favorite place to shop at, you all know it's the 99-cent store. And that has a lot to do with why I'm so private about like what my husband does for a living, which I will not be answering. Um, we've had a lot of channels. I mean, we've been on for 5 years. We've had at least 10 channels try and come and take us down. And all it does is really make us bigger and stronger. And I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Not in California. Born and raised in California. I'm in Orange County. I'm not gonna really say what city because um, I have a lot of reasons why I'm so private, and a lot of it does have to do with other YouTube channels and them looking up. I mean, it's public information, but I don't understand why you would look up stuff like how much my husband makes a year, how much we owe on our condo, how much my husband purchased it for. I really don't understand that type of. I don't understand what that's supposed to achieve, um, and so forth. So that's why we're pretty private. I mean, when we went to New York, we had other YouTube channels finding out how much we paid a night to stay in New York. And that's why, like, I'll tell you the generalized area of where I'm going, but like, I won't tell you where I'm staying at until it's already like being published. I mean, until you guys see the vlog. So stuff like that has just. I mean, I've learned a lot in 5 years, and I've learned that you need to be careful, being on YouTube. And do I watch other YouTubers? Yes, they're not in our genre though. I've tried. This week I tried. I did. I tried. And I'm like, I don't, I don't get it. I tried watching the big ones, like the ones like with, like 200,000, 300,000, and they must have like I mean, did they get like someone to film them? Because like they're getting shots that like I'm like, how did you get that shot? Like you have someone shooting you walking up and down the aisles, and like the camera work is amazing, and I don't get it. Um, One of the reasons why I can be so truthful on here is because we're not sponsored by anyone. So I don't owe anyone anything. And I'm going to tell you this, and I said this again. Be careful of the channels that keep pushing a certain store on you. Ask why. What are they getting? What are they getting for, telling you how great a certain store is? Ask yourself what they're getting in return. Um, just be careful. I don't come on here and tell you all, hit that subscribe button. I don't have like arrows pointing and bells and, all that stuff, because me doing that is not gonna make anyone subscribe. And I don't like the word subscribe, but, um, you know, I'm not here to sell you anything. when I walk into a store, I give you my honest opinion, and I'll tell you where to get it cheaper. That's just me. Have I noticed that there's certain channels that are copying us? Absolutely, 100%. Yes. Um, Nothing I can do about that. All I can do is wake up and be Crystal, and that's who I am. And do I really consider myself the queen? No. It just makes the haters mad, because, I mean, like, what better name than the queen? To be like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my crown now. So it's just kind of, it irks them. It obviously, so it doesn't bother me any because, that's the name. Um, I'm really happy with the community that we have built, and I say we because it takes me and it takes you, and that means we. I did get out of the 99-cent store because it's just a toxic community, and not all of them are toxic. Like Mom and Kimberly's Adventures, she's does 99-cent store hauls and shop with me, and she's the sweetest lady. My favorite food to eat is Mexican food. Yes, we are Mexican. I'm half Mexican, um, and my husband is Mexican. So we have tamales at Christmas. Not that that makes you Mexican, but yeah, Mexican food is definitely my fave. How do I stay how did I lose weight? Okay, I used to weigh 236 pounds, was busting out of a size 18, and I was like the drive-through queen. That could have been my channel name, drive-through queen. Honestly, I just cut out the fast food. And what I do eat in fast food is Wendy's, their grilled chicken salad. Sometimes I'll get their chili. Um, El Pollo Loco, they have keto bowls, and just their chicken and cauliflower rice and black beans or pinto beans, no tortillas. Those are like the oh no, and Waba Grill, no rice, all veggies. Those are my staples. Those are like the three places I can eat at, like for fast food. So what do I eat to stay this weight? Salad. Lots of salads and chicken. Um, how did I know? I think I answered this one. How did I know my husband was the one? Just it flowed. It was right. Everything about it was right. It just, yeah. Um, Perfect timing. If it had been any other time, it would never have worked out. So it's all about timing, and you never know. You may have an idea in your head of what you want physically. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Like my husband's like, I would never think that I would date someone that was like 5'7". I wanted someone that was like 6 feet and over, and I had all these visions of what Prince Charming was going to look like, and did not look like my husband, but he's my Prince Charming. So, and I'm not someone that I mean, honestly, he thought he's like, I didn't think you'd ever go out with me, like you're out of my league, and I'm like, don't say that, because I don't know, it's just really uncomfortable to hear that. But that's what he thought, and he's like, and also you're really high maintenance, and he's like, I never thought he's like, but I wouldn't have you any other way. Um, all right, why aren't I nursing? Because physically I can't. So, um, I have had I have a lot of, I cannot yeah, physical reasons is why I'm not nursing. If I could, I would go on to RN and I would specialize in gerontology. So, hobbies. I do like to read, just not as much anymore because I did so much reading in nursing school. Also, I'm an LVN or LPN, depending on what part of the country you're in. Um, and let's see. My favorite memories are with my grandma. I love my grandma a lot. My grandmother is and was my everything. She's, yeah, she's just a pioneer. So, um, where do I store all my decor? In my garage. In my garage, yeah. It's stuffed to the gills. We have racks, and it's stuffed. And under my bed, and in my walk-in closet. Children. Children are not going to be something that's going to happen. My husband had a previous wife, and him and his wife had made the decision that they didn't want any more children. So my husband took the steps that he needed to take as a male to prevent it. So if I did become pregnant, my husband would be very curious who the father is. So yeah, no kids. I'm quite content with my chow chows. And yeah, do I use filters? Sometimes. And I'll say on Instagram, I won't hashtag no filter. So that's how you know I'm using a filter. Filter I used on that, on the picture I posted for the post. It's just a basic filter on my Android phone. I don't have an iPhone or anything fancy like that. I'm filming just like with a $220 phone, a Motorola. Nothing fancy. Um, let me see, what else? What would I be doing if I wasn't doing YouTube? I don't know. Honestly, I started the channel because after I passed my state exams, I didn't have anything to do. Like I didn't have to study anymore, and I was just kind of at a loss. And I was on a really strict budget because you're broke as a nursing student. Like you're broke. So that's how I started shopping at the 99, and I started watching other people that shopped at the 99, and then I was like, I'm gonna try doing like a haul. I didn't do a shop with me. I did a haul, and I used to do phenomenal 99-cent store hauls. I mean, like amazing, and that's how I came up with Queen of the 99. So, when we started getting cyberbullied heavily, and I mean like heavily, like people just doing horrific things and just saying horrific things. And it's so funny because the channels have to come in groups. Like, not one channel will take me on. They have to come in groups, which is kind of hilarious because it's always me against like 3 or 4 channels, and it's like, why do you guys all have to come in groups? You guys have to like gang up on me and form an alliance to come after me. And I mean, I can honestly say like I don't dislike anyone in the YouTube community. I just like to be on my own. I like to stay in my own lane, and if that makes people upset or they get offended, sorry, not sorry. Just you do you and let me do me. And I highly advise, thinking of your own ideas. Yeah, that would be my great advice: is be you, don't be me. um, So yeah, my husband is not into motorcycling. That was just a jacket that he wanted and that I bought him. But I have been on the back of a motorcycle and it's fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. So I wouldn't be opposed to him getting one and us doing that. That could be cool. And let's see, my nails. Someone wanted me to talk about my nails. I really don't know what to say other than I never thought I'd have long nails again like this, but I do. And it costs a lot. That's about that. And let's see, how old am I? Old enough to drink, still young enough to be asked if I'm pregnant when I go to the doctors. um, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what else you guys wanted to know. I think my favorite holiday is really any holiday. Christmas is definitely up there. I think honestly October kicks it off. So kind of like Halloween. I like both. I did my house differently this year. I did the whole fall and Halloween mix, which I like because it wasn't so hard to take to get into fall. So yeah. And what is my favorite, like what music do I listen to? I listen to everything from the Beatles to Metallica. Yeah, I've been to like 5 Metallica concerts, and I mean like up close and personal, where I've had like James Hetfield sweat on me. Like that's how close I've been. And Guns N' Roses, I went to their concert like when they came back. I went twice, and I paid big money for those tickets. Like we had prime seating, so that was fun. I also like, I like Cardi B. I mean, I like everything. There's nothing, I don't stay like in a genre. I like everything. I think musically, it's good to be musically diverse. There's a lot to be said for the Beatles, my parents like taught us a lot about the Beatles. So I do like them. I like John Lennon on his own. I love the album Double Fantasy. I think, that was the last one he recorded right before he was assassinated. So I like that. And yeah, so I mean, I listen to a huge array of music. My favorite type of style, honestly, is just, I mean, I can go from traditional to modern in a minute. It just depends. You guys have seen me shop, I like everything. And yeah, so let me see, what else did you guys want to know? Answer the children, answer the kids. My husband. I'm not gonna say where he works because that's not for me to say. You know, like my husband. My husband makes appearances on the channel. My husband is not even subscribed to us. He doesn't even have a YouTube channel account. So there you go on that one. And let's see. I think, I mean, for 2022, I always set goals for the channel, and we almost met my 2021 goals. We're 5,000 short from meeting my 2021 goals, but that's okay, you know, because I set high standards for myself, and anyone would be happy with what we've accomplished this year. We've accomplished a lot. We've made a lot of new friends, and so I'm happy. You know, I'm definitely happy. Um, a lot of people wanted to know, like, what am I referring to, like, when I was talking about the courageous mug. Those who've been with me since day one know that I was attacked and so forth, and my attacker went to prison for attempted murder, and so um, it's not really something I like to talk about because but I do talk about it because I know I'm not the only one out there. So I just want you to know, like, you're not alone and so forth. But yeah, let me go really quick back because I'm already into 16 minutes and I don't want this to be a long video. So let me go back real quick and peruse the questions. All right, I do have siblings. I have a sister and a brother, and I'm the oldest. Um, yeah, I think I talk about my sister. I'm expecting a niece. I'm going to be an aunt for the second time. I'll have a niece and a nephew, so that's pretty cool. And let's see. You guys wanted to, gosh, you guys have a lot of questions, so I'm trying to like remember them all. I should have written them down, but this is my first Q&A, so please be patient. Um, we talked about the weight loss. Um, and let's see. I'm trying to remember really quickly about hauling. Like, what do I like most about shopping? I guess it's just it's just like therapy, I guess, you know. When I walk into a store and I turn on the camera, I just kind of forget about everything and just kind of start talking to you guys. And as you can tell, I don't edit. You know, we don't have like a fancy intro, and I don't do anything like that. You know, it's just me. Honestly, like I said before, this is the most I've ever been on camera, ever, ever, ever. I'm not comfortable on camera. I'm trying to get over that. I'm very hard on myself and critical of myself, like physically. So it's kind of something like that. I do watch other YouTubers right now. Like I watch like Moss Family TV, Tracy B, Away Girl, Erica King Vlogs. Um, I'll watch stuff like that. I really don't watch stuff in our genre because like I said, I've tried and I don't understand how are you getting those shots? Like, do you have a camera crew that works with you? Because I mean, I couldn't. I mean, I'd have to. I mean, my husband would have to be filming me, or someone would have to be filming me to get those shots, like of me going up down the aisles, you know. But I don't really want it to be shot, you know. As you'll notice, it's the channel is about what I'm showing you. It's really it's not about me, and I do a lot of outfit of the days during Christmas because I'm always dressed like a nut, you know. So yeah, so like I just want to show you guys, like, you know, I really am tacky McTacky, and I love it. Like I love Christmas, I love dressing up and doing all that, and I'm looking forward to Easter, you know, and Valentine's Day. I can't wait to see the decor. I get really excited. You guys can tell, you know. Um, I get excited like when I'm able to show you and share with you, and I get really excited like at Dollar General because sometimes they have some fun stuff in Dollar Tree. Although Dollar Tree is now $1.25, and I don't really don't have any thoughts on it. You know, it was bound to happen. You know, nothing lasts forever, and well, I mean, I think the fun is saying I bought it for $1. You know, that's the fun is buying it for $1. But um, yeah, so I think that's pretty much your questions. I mean, I know, I mean, I'm sorry I can't answer everyone's questions, but there's just like so much and we'd really be here forever. I mean, like I said, I shot a 45, I was already 45 minutes, I still wasn't done, so I don't want to have this like be a 45-minute video, but, um, whatever I didn't get to, um, I'll look into the comment section and kind of go back and I'll we can always do like a second Q&A, or maybe I'll address some more questions like in the haul, because I mean I either do a haul, post a haul on Sunday or Monday, because that's the end of the week and that's kind of like when I'll see what I bought and so forth. And yeah, I do apologize that there's some things I just don't want to answer. Like I said, we've had our personal privacy invaded heavily, and that was all because of me being on YouTube. And that's not fair to my husband because he didn't ask that for that. He is very supportive of the channel, as you guys can tell. I mean, he doesn't mind me filming like our vacations, and he doesn't mind being on camera, and he's totally a good sport about it. So that I appreciate. And um, yeah, and I mean, I will be showing decor, Christmas decor, like certain parts of my house. It'll be like the Halloween. Last time I did it on Christmas Eve. I may do it on Christmas Eve again because that's honestly when the whole house lights up. You know, like when I turn on every ring and every bell and whistle goes off here, and it's just like, shoo, you know. And so that's kind of fun. We're gonna be having Christmas Eve here. It's just gonna be my husband and my bonus sons. My husband has a big family. He is Mexican. I think I already said that. He has a big family, and I don't know if they're going to be doing Christmas the way they usually do because of the whole Roni thing. My biggest score as a hauler had to be scoring Yeti at the 99-cent store for I think like $7.99, and it was real Yeti. And Yeti customers were so pissed that Yeti called corporate 99 corporate and told them to pull it off the shelves. So that was like my all-time best score. The best score to date would be the Yeti, and then getting that Santa Claus for $25. He looks so good in front of the fireplace, you guys. It's just like, it makes it. I love it. I don't even know how I did it without him. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, it's a nice addition. Where do I store the stuff? In the garage, under the bed, sometimes inside the closet. It just depends. I cleaned out a lot of stuff, so I did get rid of a lot of stuff. Anything I didn't love or apps I didn't use, have not used in the past 2 years, like why am I hanging on to it? You know, like, it doesn't make any sense. Filters. Sometimes I filter my pictures. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do. And on Instagram, I will hashtag like no filter. And when it says no filter, I've not filtered it. If it doesn't have a no filter, chances are I filtered it. Like, I filtered the picture that I used to ask you guys what questions you wanted me to answer, and I just used a regular filter like on my little phone. Nothing special. Um, let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm gonna go because I'm having a problem right now. I'm filming and I'm trying to upload our Walmart walkthrough, and it's just my phone is not. It's using a lot of battery, and it's already gonna be 5 o'clock, and usually I have a video up for you guys by like 4, and that's kind of, I like to stay on that kind of schedule. So I'm gonna get off, and I promise I will go through the questions and I'll get to the ones that I didn't answer. So I do apologize if I didn't answer your question, but this was, yeah, I'm gonna go because I gotta get these videos loaded. All right, my friends. So there's a little bit more about me, and the only reason why I did this is because we do get so many questions, and yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go because I want to relax and put the ornaments. I need to put the hooks on my ornaments right there, and I'm gonna do that like while I'm watching some television. I'm gonna see what my vloggers that are doing Vlogmas are up to. And all right, I hope you all have a wonderful day or a wonderful evening. And yeah, maybe we'll do this again really soon. So I will see you all later, my friends. Thank you so very much. Make sure to check out the Walmart video. I found a lot of things on my wish list, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you.